Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lefty here, and this is a game of team deathmatch on Hanoi. I don't know how to properly say this name, but that's not why I'm bringing this game. This game is all about that good old Uzi. You know that one SMG that everyone hates to use because it's brutal. But yeah, guys, I'm using the Uzi here. It's not the mini Uzi, it's just the Uzi, not like the one in Modern Warfare 2. But this gun, before I say anything, is absolutely brutal. Like, it's probably the worst SMG in the game, but it's not useless, and a lot of people like to say it is. I'll use this gun if the contract's on, and when it's on, I have a good time with it because I don't know, I find this groove with like every single SMG in the game. For whatever reason, I always find a way to make them work well. And this is one that a lot of people seem to complain about, so I'm going to give you guys my little setup and my tips on how to use this Uzi. So the Uzi, first of all, for any SMG in the game, I always recommend rapid fire, and I use it for pretty much every single SMG in this game, except for the 74U. But I mean, I don't really touch that baby AK anymore. So when I'm using the Uzi, I like to run it with rapid fire for my attachment. My first perk, I like to use the scavenger, and I use scavenger because I use rapid fire and the bullets, you don't get that many, so I use rapid fire just because, or scavenger just because you pick up ammo. And over there it was sort of funny because those three guys all had 74Us, and I ran it over their bodies just to check. And so the Uzi, I mean, it can do work as long as you know what you're doing. For my second perk, I like to use sleight of hand, and a lot of people are going to say to use steady aim because the Uzi's iron sights are pretty horrible. As you can see, the few times I scope in here, like, they are pretty bad, and it's great off the hip. But in my opinion, the SMGs in this game you don't need to use with steady aim. If you're going to use or fire off the hip with assault rifles, then you definitely need steady aim. But for the SMGs, I find that if you fire them off the hip with any other second perk without steady aim, it still works just as good. With steady aim, obviously it helps, but personally, I mean, in my opinion and in my experience playing this game, you don't need steady aim to make this gun work good off the hip, as you'll see the few times I do in this video. And for my third perk, I like to run marathon just because the Uzi is an SMG, and what a lot of people forget about SMGs is that they're not distance weapons, and you don't want to take shots from range. So if you take shots from close quarters, then obviously you want marathon because it helps you get nice and close to those guys. I sort of wish I had Marathon Pro here just because it would help, but obviously we didn't have Marathon Pro unlocked yet. But this is a really quick game. It's only 4 minutes. I think it's almost done. But that's my quick setup for the Uzi. And so my really quick tips for the Uzi with any SMG, and the Uzi especially because it is a really bad gun. You want to take it in a lot of close quarter battles. So run up behind the enemy and flank him. Make sure you use spy plane and counter spy plane because you're not going to be using a silencer, or you shouldn't use a silencer. So you want to be able to flank them. I recommend also using the counter spy plane and Blackbird, as you see I used here, because again that gives you the ability or the ease to flank the enemy because you know where they are. And over here, that RC car comes and gets me, and those RC cars, they scare the shit out of me because honestly I die more from RC cars and panic knives than anything. But this game's gonna be wrapping up pretty soon, and I think I go like 18-1. Not the best score, but it's not a bad score by any means. And this video's wrapping up, but I want to bring you one more. I was doing the Uzi contract, which is why I have these games, and I had this little tear on Array of all maps with the Uzi for close quarter battles. And I'm gonna pull it up right now. You should see it loading up on the screen. I'm just trying to find the spot in the video because the way I record my videos, I record them sort of before, or record the audio before I do the video because my laptop sucks. So I sort of have to do that. And so it's coming up here. I think it's like the 2-minute mark. And I think, you know, starting this game I go like 5-5, and there's one team on our raid just love to camp in that one corner with, you know, with a few snipers and assault rifles and just chilling there. So, you know, I figure, all right, I'm gonna go flank these guys, go around the back. And that's the thing with the Uzi. If you go and flank them from behind, I mean, and you have sleight of hand on, you can really take them out pretty easily. But that's what you have to do. You have to flank them from behind. And you know, what you want to do is that's why I like to use sleight of hand as well, because with sleight of hand, it gives you the ability to reload fast, take out a few guys. So I'm gonna come in and take out you know, 4 guys out of this one room, all of them camping. And it's funny because I get some distance with this Uzi, but these guys just drop. Like with the Uzi, it's pretty ridiculous how fast they drop with rapid fire. So like I said, you want to be able to use rapid fire with the Uzi, just because you know, it makes these guys drop, and it gives you a really good advantage, especially in close quarter situations. Like, it makes it look like they drop in like 2 bullets. So honestly, you know, SMGs, but you know, the Uzi specifically, but SMGs in general, just absolutely rape in close quarters. And the only way you're going to lose in close quarters is if A, you have really bad aim, and B, you're going up against a shotgun. So like I said, I mean, I recommend you using the SMG in close quarters combat, but I also recommend you guys pick up you drop your pistol, or if you're using a pistol, and pick up an assault rifle. Because here's the thing, if you're using an SMG, they're good in close quarters combat, which sort of takes away any sort of close quarters combat you could use your pistol in. That's why I like to pull out an assault rifle, because when you pull out the assault rifle, if you see a guy at distance and you can't get him with your SMG, then you know, you want to be able to take him out, or at least do damage. And then, you know, you can shoot him a few times, then run up and then pull out your SMG and finish him off. That works too. I like to do that quite often. But here I picked up an M14. I absolutely hate that gun, but you'll see that I only take shots with that M14 when the guys are, you know, a bit of a distance away. And like I said, the guys I play with, we always run Blackbirds, so we pretty much guaranteed at least 1 Blackbird every game. And you know, here I took a few shots and I said, forget it, I'm gonna go take out this Uzi and take this guy out. So yeah, guys, that's really all the tips I can bring you for the Uzi. It's great in close quarters combat. I find the iron sights sort of tend towards more headshots, but maybe that's just me. But anyways, that's it for this game, and you know, that's it for that little section of that game. I actually got the Uzi contract, so I switched over to the FAMAS to finish off this game. I don't even know, I think I finished this game like 28-4, whatever it is. It's an average game. Alright guys, anyways, that's it for me. Have any more questions about the Uzi, leave in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do to help you guys. Alright guys, take care, Lefty out. Peace.